Hello, Shalini. Hello, everyone. So this is
Hello.
Michaela. This is Michaela, fertility coach, and I'm today here with Shalini Aurora, our thyroid specialist. I'll give the word to you just for to introduce yourself a little bit to the other people that are watching and are not haven't met you yet or are not familiar with what you do.
All right. Thank you so much, Mihaela, for having me on this chat. Hello, everyone. My name is Shalini Arora. I am a certified natural hygiene health coach. Natural hygiene here means actually natural health. I am a certified yoga instructor as well, and I have an expertise in hormone health. I have a little story about how I went through my hypothyroidism symptoms almost more than 10 years ago, and I'm thyroid free, completely free from those symptoms now. I don't even check myself. I don't go to the doctor. So nothing. I've been off medication since. So that inspired me to help other women who have similar symptoms and how I can help them to feel better and get back their life, because I know this can be a really, really life disturbing experience, right? So I made that decision to help women, and now that is what I do. So yeah, I'm here to help anyone who wants my help. Thank you, Mihaela.
Yes, right. Well, I just wanted to point out that while we're gonna have a short chat, just to bring out awareness about thyroid, because what is this month? January is the month of awareness,
Thyroid Awareness
thyroid
Month.
awareness. Exactly. So it's very, and we are almost, I can't believe we're almost at the end. And I said, uh, we should have a quick chat about it, because why it's so widely I see it between females and males that there are issues that are arising, but it's mainly the women that are being looked at, and the men are not really being checked upon. So let's just um, forget about females and males and just look at the person as a whole. And let me ask you, so what do you see as common symptoms that are in people that have underactive thyroid and they're not aware yet?
Yeah, sure. So what happens is the symptoms of hypothyroidism can sometimes get confused with other things going on in the body. That is why we must check if we feel any of these symptoms, such as when our energy levels go really down. Sometimes you may have zero energy. You may have a lot of digestive issues. Okay, you can have dry skin, and nails can become a bit, unhealthy to say. You may have falling hair. You may also have stubborn weight that does not go off just because you have an imbalanced thyroid. And mentally speaking, you can also go into anxiety and depression. Like, you may feel brain fog. You may not be able to focus clearly on things that you are doing. So it can affect you mentally as well. So if you see one or more than one symptoms or two symptoms, then just make sure that you get yourself checked for hypothyroidism.
Mhm. Right. And how does all this affect the fertility journey for people?
Great question, Mihaela. So what happens is that, first of all, I would like to say it's not about thyroid here. It's not about fertility issues here. The thing is that this is one body. And if there is an issue in some place, it definitely affects the rest of the body. So what happens in this case is thyroid gland is one of the most important glands in our body. Now, if that gets imbalanced, it can have like a trigger effect and ripple effect in other parts of the body. So that's when it starts affecting your fertility as well. And specifically speaking, it affects your egg release and can also make conceiving difficult. So it is important to bring your thyroid levels to normal when you're planning to, conceive in the near future. So make sure you are in better health. And one important thing to bear in mind is that the medication will only keep your levels in check without actually removing the root cause. So if that is the case, your overall health will not improve if you're only on medication and you ignore the rest of your health. Because if you're planning to conceive and have a baby, then your thyroid should be in place so that you can have a healthy pregnancy.
Mm-hmm. Right. And so if people are using medication to regulate their thyroid levels, what would be the long-term side effects, if any, from medication? Are there any side effects?
Well, okay. Like every medication, Mihaela, even thyroid medication can have some side effects on your health. Some of the side effects are short term, like when you start medication for the first time, you may have certain symptoms. Your body may take time to get adjusted to it, right? But then there are some long term effects as well. But that is true of any medication, that every medication comes with a side effect. So in this case, you may be affected in your blood pressure or your heart health, etc., and even sometimes diabetes. But again, this is my personal, like thought to tell people. This is not to scare anybody. It's just to understand that it is better to take care of your health before you have to be on that lifelong medication. Mm-hmm. And that is, then everything natural comes into place. Now, in case you start medication also, it's not a problem. But in your mind, you should always think of improving your thyroid health so that at least in the near future, you can get off medication with the help of your doctor, of course.
Right, of course. That's like never get off medication by yourself. You always need to be monitored because our body starts to be dependent on the medication, and it's not producing by itself. So what you're saying, like you were able to improve your thyroid health naturally, so it's possible also for others.
100%. I was not special. What I could do, others also can do. Only thing is, keep in mind that everybody is different. Everybody has different health situation at that point in time. So whatever it is going on in your body, you can actually do a great job by taking a path of natural healing. That's what I did. And I tell you, that is the way to go. I can easily say that. So if I can, do it, you can also definitely give it a shot. There is absolutely no doubt on that.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, I agree 100%. Right, because addressing the root cause is what is always the number one.
Absolutely. Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm. So I hear a lot of people tell me, okay, I have thyroid issue, I'm avoiding this food or that food. What kind of foods should one eat to improve their thyroid health?
Great question again. So let's put it this way. I think it will be good news for many people. The good news is that there is no one diet for hypothyroidism in my understanding of things.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the reason is each person develops thyroid symptoms because of something. Now, what is that something depends upon that person's body and the situation they have gone through in the last few years. Okay. Now, what I am sensitive to or allergic to, you're not. And what you may be allergic to, I'm not, right? So when we eat something thinking we are healing our thyroid, I may be allergic to gluten. You may not be allergic to gluten. Or like there are so there are cases, there are ways in which we can see how certain particular foods can help us. There are definitely foods which can 100% help your thyroid, and there are certain foods which you should not eat when you are going through these symptoms. So there are certain rules for sure, but there is no prescribed diet for hypothyroidism. Now I can give you some examples.
Yeah.
Some foods which you should 100% close your eyes and avoid them. For example, processed foods, right? Tinned foods, canned, like all these, of course, they come in the processed category.
Packaged, yeah.
Canned, right? Packaged food. Too much of refined oils, refined flours, refined sugars, everything that is processed to a very high extent, we should avoid it when we are dealing with thyroid symptoms. Okay. Now, coming to gluten, it's a big question mark. I would not give it a decision that don't eat gluten, you know, it depends how your body is able to process that. And then, of course, there are a lot of foods that you can eat and you should eat. And all the natural foods come into that category.
Give us a few delicious examples.
A few delicious examples would be everything under the category of fresh foods, fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, fresh sea vegetables. Go for healthy kind of like healthy grains, healthy legumes, healthy beans in the right way. Like this subject is huge, right? We cannot finish it in this chat.
Definitely.
The right way to eat most of the things can bring you health in your thyroid gland for sure. But remember, foods is only one aspect of thyroid.
Yeah.
But it's a major aspect for sure.
Yeah, 100%. So it's so just to recap, you're saying there's no one diet, but there is probably a lifestyle change rather than lifestyle diet change, right? We change our lifestyle. Okay, perfect. So that's aligned with everything we're doing as well, right? In our actually the Facebook group, the free Facebook group that I have for fertility, people trying to conceive. There we did a challenge, the microbiome reset, 30 days.
Yeah.
And it was, removing all the refined food. So you confirm that you do that as well for your client. So that's kind of number one.
Absolutely. Because I would like to, say one thing, that thyroid problems may not actually start in your thyroid.
That's interesting, right?
Yes.
Because that's the only place we look at. Not we look at. Usually the doctor, that's where they look at first. It's starting here.
Yes. Conventionally, that is what is done.
So
that is what I want to bring in the confidence in everyone who's today watching us or listening to us, that that confidence and faith in yourself, your body's ability to heal, that going natural path can help you solve a lot of problems. You just need faith in the whole process.
Excellent. All right. So I know you got to run. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll see you soon. All right.
Thank you so much, Mihela. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye, Shalini.